Hey, what's up? I'm literally filming this today, which is actually yesterday. From the time when you are opening and watching this video, if you are opening and watching this video. Anyway, I have to review this thing. Apparently, it's the... I don't know if it'll... Oh yeah, there you go. If it's not backwards and it says RP5, you know what that means. Retroid Pocket 5. I did order it. I told you guys not to order it, so I could have them all. So I do know what to expect. I do expect this device to be better than a Retroid 4, but I think that's not saying too much, because first of all, the Retroid 4 was great, so making any changes to it is going to be like really great. And I'm hoping for a couple things to happen with this device, and that's why I kind of bought it. Besides just being able to review it, because most of my content from the entire last year, actually all of the content from last year was filmed actively on the Retroid. It was not made with a computer. It was edited, some of it with a computer. A bunch of it was edited and uploaded on that Retroid. So these devices are really cool and really powerful. So having a more powerful one, to me, it's a good tool in my tool belt. But also, I'm hoping for an improvement in build quality. That's the number one thing. Because towards the end of the videos I was posting, you probably are hearing the clicking of the buttons really badly. And the next thing I'm hoping for is... Actually, this is kind of the big one for me right now. It's not a nice... The Retroid 4 is a great device, but it's not a nice feeling device. So I'm hoping for a higher quality device with this one is really the main thing I was looking for. Other than that, the reason why I recommend people don't buy it is because it's not really got very much for like a $70 price difference between the four. So there's a slight improvement with the hardware, like it's supposed to run faster. It might run a couple of the chunkier PS2 games a little bit better, like Armored Core 4, whichever one that was, it does not want to run. There's a couple games like that that are kind of, they want to lag out unless you have them in like a very specific render mode, which makes it like impossible to record because it's very low res. And it's supposed to have a better screen, which, I mean, the screen was great on the old one, so it's like, you could really pass this one up unless you have the Retroid 4, and like mine, you played it so much, it's falling apart. We're gonna dig into this, take a look at, you know, what it looks like. Hopefully it's actually got a charge, because I've had this for months, and my life keeps falling apart, so I had to just sitting in a corner, I'm like, I just couldn't touch it, couldn't do anything with it. So yeah, we're finally gonna do this because I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow because I don't know what happened to February. So thank goodness for complaining about the last of Dark Chronicle, because I have nothing planned. I have like one edited video of Tainted Grail, which is actually video 3, and I didn't edit video 2. So here we go. And we're going to get this going so we can start playing Rogue Galaxy for Dustin. And we're also going to do Jak 2. Jak 2 is probably going to technically fall next because Jak 2 is like really easy and fast to record. So I'm probably going to like jam on some Jak 2 episodes. You'll see those come up. But it's a pretty short, pretty quick game. I've beaten it like a lot of times because it's a very good game. So if you haven't seen that game, really great story, really great characters, really great adventure. I will not show you how bad I am at the platforming. We're just going to cruise through it, and we'll get to Rogue Galaxy. I have no idea what it is, other than it's, I believe, by level 5, which is the company that made Dark Cloud, so this one better be better than Dark Chronicle, or I'm gonna be mad. And if you want to see why I don't like Dark Chronicle, check out at least the last episode. Towards the end of every game I play, last episode, I do like a monologue on basically what worked and didn't work to me, and I try to be as objective as possible. I never am like, well, I just didn't like it. I always am like, this is mechanically problematic for this reason, or this is good for this reason. And so I go into a lot of detail about it. Let's look at this thing. We're gonna switch to carpet mode now. And we're back. Yeah, it's night. Fight me. I have a new job, which is a good thing. Anyway, Retroid 5. So we're going to open this up, and then we will compare the two devices, what's left of my device. Yeah. So I like the box. Very straightforward. Not gonna keep it. Whatever. Oh, it's cool. So I got the Game Boy Color version, I believe. Game Boy? No, GameCube. What am I thinking? I mean, there were Game Boy Advance that were kind of this color. Yeah, so I mean, it looks good. Pretty straightforward. I do like the mismatched controllers. That's good. Analog stick. This analog stick feels tighter than this one for some reason. Let me just... Yeah, it does. I don't know why. The yellow one's tighter. But that's okay. This feels okay. Not super high quality. These feel the same, so I'm wondering if they're going to have the same issue. These feel good. We have the same amount of buttons. It's essentially the exact same device, but the screen might be a little bigger, and it's supposed to light up, and the screen is supposed to be higher quality. Okay, so what else comes in the box? I don't think really much of anything. You got what? The user's manual. It says literally nothing, like waste of paper. You got your charge cords. That's it. It's USB-C, so anything will work. But this is actually, you know, it says Retroid on it, which is pretty nice. And other than that, that's it. The box is going to be empty. Get out of here. Okay. Let's look at the Retroid 4. I mean, honestly, right off the bat, I like how this one looks better, personally. I think this is a cooler... It's probably because it's gray. Look, I'm old. I like NES and SNES a lot. So the gray layout to me is better. I like the squareness of it too. I like blockier devices. The analog sticks, after 1 year of hard play, still feels good. This still feels good. These buttons still feel good. They feel the same as the new one. This might be a little higher quality. Maybe a little. These buttons, all good. This is bad. It clicked. I don't know if you could hear that. This falls out of alignment sometimes. This still works. That one. For some reason, some of these buttons, I don't know if you can really hear it right now, but I know you can hear it on some of my videos, but you can feel it sliding against the inner plastic there, and just going. It's really annoying. Also, we have an outbreak of clownpox. I just attacked this device with stickers at some point. Yeah, the speaker, everything held up other than these buttons. And they don't feel better. But they do look like there's a little bit more room along the edges, so maybe it won't be as big an issue. Yeah, I would say the screen is a little bigger. Obviously, it's got gloss on it, so we're going to do something about that, because I do not like gloss. Personally, I way prefer a matte device. This thing is just all gloss, so that's annoying. That makes it impossible to film, but, you know, whatever. So that's it. That's looking pretty good. Let's do some setup, and, yeah, I don't think there's really much to show on it, because it's gonna be, it's this, but it's very slightly better, so, very slightly better. So yeah, if you like the looks of it, maybe it's worth it. Is it worth $75 more than this? I don't know. I feel like I'll have a better answer for you after a year. Does it hold up better than this? That would be my question. For $75 more, if it doesn't wear in as hard as this one did, then it's worth it. If this is actually a better build quality, but right now it feels basically exactly the same. Maybe even lighter. I don't have a scale, but this actually feels heavier, which is not a good sign. I want a device that feels heavy in my hands. Not like a brick heavy, like an old Game Boy, but like, I want it to feel like it's not paper thin plastic and junky, you know, and this feels lighter already, which is a little scary. So anyway, let's turn it on and see what the inside looks like. Yep, there we go. We do have a little bit of charge left. Nice. It's literally been sitting there for like months. I got this a long time ago. Okay. I don't think there's any sound effects at the startup. Welcome to Retroid 5! Okay, I'm at the install stuff, and one of the things I'm actually really hoping for is the device itself to be a more up-to-date version of Android. There's not a lot you can do on this device because it's it's several years behind. So if you try to actually use it as like your own little computer device, it's not a good device. It's really just for gaming. So I'm hoping this will be a little bit more like a little Android handheld, like almost a little more like a phone, but not, you know, not as jank. Just something in between, please, between a phone and not usable. We're going to see if this guy starts up, and we're going to compare the startup, what I've got installed for this guy, because what I have installed for this guy is what you want installed on your new one, or whichever one you get. Aether, there we go. So, Aether is in the list, DuckStation is PS1, Aether is PS2. I saw Ducky right there. And we want Dolphin. I think that's like a miscellaneous, like Game Boy and stuff. And I usually will go in and add Steam Link and the recorder, music, that kind of stuff. Steam Link is in the list. That should be it. There's a lot of other things in here that are just kind of baked in though, so but you can find that all on the Google Play Store. We're going to go with this, the AOSP, because I want mine to function exactly like this one. It was very convenient. I don't want it to function like it's just a game device, because I'm going to also be using this device to record and maybe edit. Maybe not edit, I'm not sure though. And start button is where? Is that the start button? Yes, it is. You know, it does look good. The screen does look good. Let me get this shit off. Okay, it looks exactly the same. Never mind. It's exactly the same. Yeah, the darks might be a little darker, but not by much. You know, the screen is bigger. Bigger is nice. Other than that, I would have liked the device to feel better than this. This feels more premium than this. This feels a lot cheaper. Like, a lot cheaper. This feels like a knockoff. It does not feel the same. Yeah, the buttons, same kind of low quality, it feels like. So, I'm not blown away by it, but I knew I wouldn't be, and that's why I recommended people don't buy this one. Unless your Retroid 4 is in the state that mine is, where it's getting to be not fun to play, then this would be the best option for an upgrade. $75 difference. You get something that's going to play even better, a little better. But if it's a choice between one and the other and you don't have them, I would go with this one. It's going to save you money. Figure out if you actually even want to play this kind of device. You're going to play every kind of game, and it's really going to give you the best possible experience. Whereas this one, if you really love Retroid 4 and yours is done for, now you're going to look at this guy, okay? So that's what I had to say about this device, but I don't know. We'll see in a year how I feel. You know, maybe I'll change my mind. And so that's kind of my combo thoughts on the Retroid 5 and the Retroid 4. Retroid 4 is going to wear out in the buttons in a year. Other than that, amazing device. I loved it. I spent so much time on it last year. Looking forward to spending even more time on it. And this one, I hope it blows me away. We'll see what I have to say in a year when the Retroid 6 comes out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a better week than me, and bye!